Last question for you before we get on out of here, man. I appreciate your time. The one and only Luke Campbell right here with Stephen A. Smith. Music, you'll never leave that in all likelihood, knowing you. Not just as a performer, but a producer. Now you're producing documentaries, probably film or television stuff coming down the pike, because I heard you alluding to that. But specifically, is there anything on your mind that you want people, when they look at you, you want them to see next? Next up, this is what we're going to see Luke Campbell doing.
Well, I'm really thinking about running for office again.
Wait.
I'm thinking about running for Congress.
Congress?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Why? One of 435 members?
One of 435 members.
Why would you do that?
I just think I think the Democratic Party, which I'm with, needs somebody to fight on their behalf, because we're really old when you look at it. It's a lot of old people in Congress. I love them to death, but it's a lot of old people representing us. You got the Matt Gaetz and all them other world, you know, they guns are blazing. You know what I'm saying?
On the Republican side, Florida representative, Republican side, yes, that's Matt Gaetz.
And so these guys are more, they're a little younger, they're a little more on their toes, they're pushing their agenda, they're pushing it on media, they're pushing it everywhere, and we're just sitting there laid back, you know, taking it like a
Well, how about what I've said? Because I've been on the record. The Democratic Party absolutely positively disgusts me, because you're literally, it's the year 2024. Your GOP opposition is Donald Trump, the presumptive GOP nominee. He's got 4 indictments and 91 counts, or he had that. He's got a $450 million lawsuit he just lost, okay? And the judge told him, you get paid $175 million in the next 10 days, and we won't make you have to pay the whole 450, okay? At 454 rather. You got that going on, and you still can't find somebody to beat him, so much so that you are literally looking at a president that's about to turn 82 years of age, and you're chanting 4 more years. You're liberal, you're the Democrats, you've got liberal progressives on the left, and the best y'all could do is a dude that's going to be 82 years old. Luke, that's just embarrassing. That's just embarrassing.
The thing is, I understand the argument, but it is, you know, in day-to-day politics, it is difficult to be the incumbent. You know, so I'm assuming the party is looking at it as if Joe is an incumbent. He has a whole lot of things that he's done. This guy here has, we can get 4 years out of Joe. Joe might don't last the 4 years. I really don't even think.
So in other words, I know what you're saying. You're basically saying, yo, man, just win the election. And then after that, you can do what you want, because we got Kamala that'll step in, and she'll be the president. You go lay down, you go relax.
And she'll be the president. That's in the perfect world, that's how I'm looking at it. And I think that's how it'll probably end up playing out. They could easily run Gavin Newsom.
No, they can't.
Why do you think they can't run Gavin?
Listen, I know Gavin a little bit. He looks great in those suits. He looks very presidential. He looks very presidential. And he got game.
Why they can't run him?
Because they're going to take pictures of the homelessness in California, the gas prices, the taxes, and the borders. They're going to use those 4 things against him, and he ain't going to stand a chance, because you know the number one thing people vote for is about their money.
Right.
You know that, right?
Right. No question.
You know that, right?
It.
Now, number 2 might be immigration at this point, but number 1 is money.
No question about it.
And Gavin Newsom, he's coming from a state that are absolute professionals at taking your money in the eyes of a lot of people.
But at the end of the day, when you look at Gavin versus a guy who's got all these indictments,
they don't care.
You probably take this guy. So then run the 82-year-old.
Do you know that Donald Trump gets more money every time a different indictment has come down? Do you know every time a different indictment has come down?
He's a martyr. They made him a martyr.
They've made him a martyr.
Exactly.
Which is a dumb strategy.
At the end of the day, you stand a better chance, because the best person to come out of your party is Gavin Newsom. You know, outside of that, you got to run the 82-year-old.
Listen, let me be clear.
And then, he lay it down and, the sister ended up becoming the president.
This is what else pisses me off about the Democrats. They're making me look like I'm a damn Republican, and I'm not. I am a registered independent. I don't like either of them. None of them. You understand what I'm saying? I think the MAGA Republicans are off. I think the squad on the left is off. I think we got two extremes basically contaminating everything and making everybody else look more like them instead of being what we truly are, because most of us, about 85, 86% of this population is closer to the middle. You and I both know that, okay?
We do
live and
know
let
that.
live. Live and let live. All right, that's me. That's why I'm a registered independent. But damn it, when I see folks chanting for an 81-year-old, soon to be 82-year-old, to give them 4 more years, that really bothers me.
But you have to look at it like this, and
Okay.
I'm glad we talk about this,
Okay.
because I talk about this all the time. When you look at it, you got to look at his policies. Don't look at him as an individual, because it's like Stephen A. You got a whole lot of people out here working right here. Stephen A. Yes, he's the driver of the truck, but there's a whole lot. In Biden's case, Biden's just a guy who's just sitting there. He's not even a figurehead.
But I'm only bringing it up because
it's
I don't
a lot of other people running the actual office.
I get that, and I totally agree with you. Look at the policies, not the individual. My problem is you have to look at the individual when it's an election year, because can you win? That's why I'm saying it, because I'm looking at it and I'm saying, this man gonna lose in November. He gonna lose in November.
But that's why that's why the party is pushing policy over personality.
They haven't been pushing policy.
Their
messaging is horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. The messengers are horrible,
Yeah.
and they've been focused on Trump when people don't care. His base isn't going anywhere, and the independents are gonna look at their wallets.
Yeah.
You can't come to other folks and go like this, 4 more years, when you looking at a dude and you saying 4 more years, I hope this brother make it to 4 more months.
But if I run for Congress in the state of Florida and get those extra 50,000 votes that he didn't get in the last election,
You think you can get an extra 50,000 votes?
There's a chance that Joe might win Florida.
We gonna end it right there. Luke Campbell for Congress. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know whether or not I approve that message. I have to investigate your policies, but it is important to let everybody know. Man, congratulations on executive producing Freaknik. Okay, keep doing your thing as you always have done. I appreciate the conversation, my brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate you.
All right.